Good morning, dear friends. Good morning, everyone. Freedom Friday is on, a little bit delayed because I had some technical problems, but we are back up, and ready to rock and roll. I am Anna Deeter, your host and a passionate pioneer of a brand new industry on this planet, industry called Etalon Speech Education. Yes, education, not therapy, not pathology, nothing related to medical profession. Pure education, and anyone who will learn how to deal with people who stutter will be called from now on speech educators, teachers, not therapists. Okay, let me like myself. Okay, looks like I did like myself already. That's cool. So it has to go now to Facebook, and anyone who wants to ask any questions, go ahead and ask. Because this Freedom Friday, this broadcasting kind of has been unannounced, and it's not taking place on the regular day. I don't expect people to join me live. So this is why today I decided to spend a little time and talk about Etalon. We have been talking a lot in the previous live broadcasts. We have been talking about other programs, other methods, tips, tricks, techniques. This is exactly what I have right here that you need if you still stutter or you are a person who assists people who stutter. So this is exactly what I encourage you to throw away altogether. I'm going to read again my slogan right here. Throw away all, no exceptions, all methods, techniques, tips, and tricks for your speech improvement. Why? Because of a very simple thing. Speech is a skill that we all learn to perform. The better we the better speaking, the more we speak. Someone just sent me a message and I got distracted. Okay, so here we are. The more you speak from your childhood, the easier it is for you to figure out what is it that you need to do when you speak so you would produce normal speech. Ask a very simple question to any normal speaker. What method do you use when you speak? What technique are you applying when you speak? What is it? What advice do you follow when you speak? What steps did you have to go through when you learned to speak? Ask these simple questions and you will see people like looking at you, huh? What? I didn't do any methods. I didn't learn any techniques. I didn't have to go through any steps. I don't remember, because when I learned to speak, I was young. I don't remember how it happened. So this is the bottom line. In order to speak like everyone else normally, you people who stutter should stop looking for tips, tricks, methods, and techniques. It is impossible to speak with some kind of an artificial method when you already have your own natural speaking ability from the moment you were born. And this is why I want to talk about Etalon today. This is exactly what we provide to each and every of our students. No techniques, no methods, no. I even avoid calling the Etalon method So people wouldn't confuse, because I have had the question, you're talking about all methods to be thrown away, but you still are teaching the method. Yeah, I just don't know how to call it in a better way, because this is the method that has been created not by humans, by someone who created us, humans. Yes, by someone who is our creator. I don't know what you believe and what your knowledge about it, but I just know simple things. I'm a very rational person. In case you wonder, my number, numerology number, is number 4. Number 4 stands for square, ground. I don't see gray colors. It's black or white. It's truth or lie, nothing in between. And probably this is why I was able to discover what I have discovered 5 years ago. So, but back to what I was telling you about. Etalon means standard. Standard, the way God or Mother Nature created us. Yes, someone created us humans and supplied us with the most intelligent body, mind, machine that we all are in charge of operating. We all operate our body, mind, machine. Here it is. I've talked about it in the previous Freedom Fridays, but today I'll talk a little bit more about it. Okay? So here it is. I'm holding in my hands a simple, today it is simple. Just remember, just a few years ago, it wasn't simple at all, right? So I'm holding in my hand a simple device. It's an electronic device that each of us are in charge of playing with, operating. Do we go to a doctor to learn how to operate this device? Of course not. If we are rational people, we don't care about doctors, right? Now, you can go to a cell phone doctor. You can call a person who knows how things work in the cell phone doctor. But it's kind of like, you understand probably what I mean. This person is a technician. He is a pro. He understands how things work in this device. But he has no medical background, right? So this is what we are. We are all operators, and we all are in charge of many, many various devices, equipment, machines, and so on, cars. And one of the most intelligent devices that we are in charge of, that we operate daily, from the moment we are born to the very last breath, we are in charge of the most intelligent machine called body-mind. Yes, we are not our mind and body. And this is a revolutionary discovery that our program is based on. We are the operators who are in charge for the device called body, mind, machine. And this is like, wow, such a huge shift from the medical profession that can cure only your body. They don't care. I mean, if you don't measure the spirit, if you cannot see the spirit or the soul of a person, it doesn't exist. That's what they say, right? Medical professionals. But yeah, more and more of them are waking up. So we are living in an amazing time when everything that has been considered as a mystery recently has been resolved. The answers are found already, have been found. And stuttering is just one of these many, many puzzles that we have had through so many years. Stuttering is solved. But let's go back to the etalon. I don't see any questions today. I kind of anticipated that. So I will continue. Let's talk about etalon. And as you see, again, I'm grabbing the cell phone. Let's say I have a mini computer, which every cell phone now is a mini computer. And I got interested in something on internet, and I downloaded some application on my computer, and oops, together with this application, I downloaded the virus program. The wrong information that has programmed my computer to fault. Just little by little, at first it starts acting up, whatever. It starts acting in a weird way. I see that it's kind of making weird noises. The screen is just jerking, right? And eventually the whole computer can be destroyed. It may, and it will, if I don't take care of it, it will become totally inoperable. You cannot operate it, right? Inoperable. So the virus program, the wrong information that we download on our devices, on a computer, on a cell phone, on any other device, causes the device to falter, causes the device to stumble, to stupor. And you see where I'm going? You are exactly the same people who stutter. If you download a false program, incorrect information on your mind, which is your hard drive, I mean, that's where we keep, or software, I would say, that's where we keep all the applications, all the information, right? So if you download wrong information on your mind, guess what? You will believe it's right. Yeah. People who stutter believe that they need to do a lot of things that in fact are false information. And when you download this information and begin acting according to this information, at first you will falter a little bit, and then more and more, and eventually the whole biocomputer, the whole body-mind machine will become inoperable. This is why, if you're familiar with what I have been sharing for 5 years, you have probably heard me say that stuttering is a cancer of the mind, informational cancer of the mind. It's not just regular cancer caused by some mutation of cells, biological cells, real cells in your body. It's a mutation which is caused by false information in your mind. Now let's talk about false information, right? So everything we know is everything we know, everything we feel, everything we believe, all the ideas we have. Guess what it is? It is all presented in the form of words. Words, 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 and words. Everything that we humans can look at, can point at, we want to know how to name it. And if we're lucky, we know a lot of words and we can point and name, right? But some of us do not know words or not all words, and that's when we kind of get in trouble, right? Okay, I get the question, Malene. I have a question. Hi there, I'm Malene from Malaysia. Hi, Malene. Hopefully I am saying correctly your word. I was just talking about words. I hope you heard me. Every time we don't know the word, we can kind of guess how to say it, or we can go to the dictionary, right? Or we can use the app on our cell phone, go to Google Translate and stuff. So the bottom line, if we don't know words, can we speak? Of course not. So anyway, I kind of completed my thought. Let's go to your question. I have this stuttering problem from 18 years old. I always have this problem whenever I talk in the telephone. Okay, Malin, I don't know what your question is. I really recommend you kind of narrow it down. What is it that you want to know? Because I know what you're talking about cold. Yes, they download the false information, the wrong false words in the mind of people who stutter, usually when they are very young. They don't even remember how it happened. Most of them, I have educated already over 100 students during this 5 years. And almost all of them don't remember how it happened. Yeah, they remembered that, okay, one day in the school, I started reading out loud and everyone started laughing at me. Or some of them would tell me stories like, yeah, I remember that one day a painter entered the house and asked for a glass of water. I was only 6 years old. I don't remember how it happened, but I do remember that man stuttered, and I decided that it was cool, and I started copying his behavior, and I started stuttering. So the stories are, God, endless. So I want to see questions. Thanks, Malin, I see. Because of this stuttering problem, I cannot get a job in call center. Of course! How can you get a job in a call center? Forget about it. Forget about it for now. Okay? The problem with millions of people who stutter, millions, that they do not realize they are 100% normal people, healthy people. There is nothing wrong with you, Malin. Nothing. You're a totally healthy person, and you can speak normally, but not always. Only when you by accident begin doing it in the way Mother Nature created you. By accident. However, you are not ready. You are not qualified for any speaking job yet. The moment you understand it, your life will become so simple. Because this is a very temporary disability. Temporary. Only for the time until you simply complete your speech education. Once again, there are so many reasons we have not learned to do something adequately. There are many, many reasons. Like, I make a joke. I like this joke. I am 58 years of age and I still don't know how to fly a helicopter. Put me behind the wheel of a helicopter, I will begin stuttering. I don't know how to fly a helicopter. I still don't know how to play a piano. Put me in front of the piano, put my fingers on the piano, and I will begin stumbling. I don't know how to use these damn fingers, okay? But if one day I decide, I want to learn how to fly a helicopter, I pay for the helicopter program, I go to the helicopter teacher, and I will take classes how to do it. Not methods how to figure it out, not tips, trick, advice how to figure it out, but exactly what buttons I should push on the device, including helicopter, what levers I should pull and push. Exact etalon, standard knowledge. And if I put my time into it and do some practice, I will immediately know how to do it. Will I be able to do it correctly right away? Yes. But maybe I will want someone sit next to me, right? The helicopter trainer, please I understand what I should do, but please sit next to me because I'm afraid I may not do it right. Just in case, stay with me. This is why I totally understand when people are so paranoid when they hear this kind of my words. 3 days and you're free to go. You're free to fly your helicopter. You can do it. And if you still have any questions, okay, I'm here. Come back and ask a question. So let's go back to Malin, I think. So the bottom line, Malin, my recommendation, forget about the work of a call center. Are you, I don't know, I'm sorry, I'm not familiar with Malaysian names. Are you a female or a male? If you are a male, I recommend you just get tough and begin using your muscles. Go get a job, physical labor job. I guarantee they don't care whether you can speak or not. They will hire you and they will pay you pretty good money. Yeah, you're going to have to work hard. I know that. But once again, it's going to be very temporary. Temporary time until you earn enough funds to get the speech education that you need. And the only place where you can get educated how to speak in a standard way is in the Etalon classroom. I'm sorry to say, sorry to disappoint you, no other programs in the whole universe today has this knowledge. I happen to know it. Don't ask me why. I'm still asking it myself every day, but I know, I have the knowledge what exact buttons you have to push in these buttons, in this body, what exact actions you have to perform in order to speak normally, right now, not tomorrow, now, within an hour, 2, maximum 3, the moment you understand and apply your knowledge and begin doing it, okay? So let's go to, and if you're a female, I have had a couple of ladies, young ladies, who actually signed up for a also physical labor job abroad. They got some cleaning jobs and they were cleaning some houses. Of course, it's not easy, but that's what they did. They cleaned the houses for, one lady cleaned the houses for a whole year. She didn't have to speak to people. She was very nice to people and she did a great job. And that's why she had a lot of clients. So she made enough money in about 6 months. Okay, so let's go to your question, Malin. Is there any medicine for this? I'm a female. Okay, so I think I've covered that if you're a female. Here we go, Malin. Is there a medicine to learn how to operate your cell phone? Is there a medicine, and do we need a medicine to learn how to operate a computer, how to fly a helicopter, how to play a piano? Is there a medicine? Excuse me. You have to understand that medical profession has failed us humans miserably. Stuttering as a medical condition is a huge fraud, is a big lie. You're probably shocked right now if you're listening to me. It is a big lie, and if you want to know the details, if you want to know the truth, I recommend you go to my website, which is www.livestutterfree.com. I guess it's everywhere, but in case you don't have it, let me type it for you right now. 1, 2, 3 W's, livestutterfree.com. Go to this website and download this book. So you're from Malaysia, but I congratulate you that you have been able to find me even on the day when my Freedom Friday is not scheduled. So download this book. It's written in a very simple English language. Don't worry about you not understanding English. And by the way, if you don't understand any words in English or in any other language, what is it that you can do? Go to the Google Translate or go to the dictionary and find out what this word means. There is nothing in the whole universe that we don't know and we should be scared about. The knowledge is everywhere. We can learn it easily. So back to this book. Download this book and read it. It's a very simple to read book. It has a lot of pictures, a lot of illustrations, and in order to read this book, which is about 4 pages, just written text without illustrations, very short. So read it and understand that you are born normal. See this picture, born a stutterer, question mark, no you're not. And you do not need any medicine. There is no medicine. You see, I put all tips, tricks, methods, medicines in one big red box. There is no cure for a skill. No cure for a skill. You gotta learn it. You gotta learn it. The main problem of every person who stutters on the planet is that he or she has never completed his or her speech education. Again, there are so many reasons for that, but at some point, people who stutter when they're young, usually, yeah, it happens when people lose their speaking skills for, again, various reasons. But the bottom line, if you, at some point in your childhood, stopped speaking, started avoiding speaking and speaking situations, guess what happened? You stopped developing your speaking skills. And on top of that, the parents, worried parents, do what? They take a child who simply made his first mistake while just learning to speak. That's normal, natural, okay? So what they do, they take their child to speech therapists, speech pathologists, medical professionals who have no idea what stuttering is, and they don't even hide it. They write it everywhere. Stuttering, no one knows what stuttering is. They write about it everywhere. Open any source of medical conventional information, they say, no one knows what stuttering is. Of course, because it doesn't exist. The stuttering disease doesn't exist. That's why no one knows what it is. It's a ghost that someone who I describe in this book has created. Someone has made a lot of money on creation, on invention of this bogus disease, stuttering illness. It happened at the end of 19th century. And believe it or not, it happened in Russia. So you want to know the details? Go to the book and read. It's gonna blow your mind because this is the truth. Okay, so let me see if we have any more questions. Okay, I don't see why it's not showing me how many people are watching. Okay, so I will continue. So Melin, if you want to learn more, once again, go to my website and you will read a lot of information. Just enjoy the information and be prepared that most of the information you have in your mind about speech and stuttering is a whole bunch of lies. Okay, so let me continue. Where did they stop? We were talking about etalon. And I will talk a little bit for maybe 10 more minutes. If there are no questions, I will just wrap it up because yes, this broadcasting is unannounced. So I did not expect too many people. For some reason, I had difficulty doing it yesterday. Who knows why? So the bottom line, what is etalon? It is the same as any antivirus program that we install on our computers. When we don't have an antivirus program, we're not protected. I mean, not we as well, of course. Our computers are not protected. So if there is no antivirus program, computer may get a virus. That's the bottom line. Then it's going to begin acting in a weird way, and eventually it's going to become totally inoperable. This is exactly what happens to a human. When we are young especially, or when we are sick, when we are weak, so when we are gullible, okay? So when we trusty, kind of, we don't have a filter in our head yet. We are unconscious, like low, not unconscious maybe, but low. Our low consciousness level is low, like in children, okay? So we believe everything they say, right? And we can download incorrect, false information on our mind. We call it anti-standard. Anti-standard, which is a virus against the standard, against the truth. So if you don't know the truth, you may begin believing lies a lot. And as long as you don't have the truth, you will continue going from one lie to another lie. You will continue substituting one lie with another lie, with another lie, with another lie. Until you finally get the etalon, standard algorithm, how things really happen, okay? And the way you get the correct information is different. We all take our time in our life to grow. It takes different time for all of us. So I am here to serve those of you who don't want to wait any longer, who are ready to fix their body-mind machine, to operate their body-mind machine in the natural, normal way, the way Mother Nature or God created us, created you. Once again, you are a totally 100% normal person. You don't need to take care medically, not of your brain, not of your body. You are perfect. So the bottom line, every stuttering individual is a healthy person with a healthy body, but unhealthy mind. What does it really mean? Unhealthy mind. Very simple. It's not neurological damage. You do still have the same brain structure, the same neurons, the same system, nervous system. Everything is the same as in any human being. Your problem is not biological. Your problem is informational. You believe lies. You believe a lot of lies, and you act according to your lies that you have in here. And this is all based on a law newly discovered, the direct law of speech, or a natural law of the direct speech resonance. That's how my mentor, Mr. Roman Snishko, independent scientist, calls it. Direct speech resonance. This is his discovery. This is a new science Of course, it's very much related to the science of, if you've heard about him, Nikola Tesla, the man who discovered the free energy for operating any device, free electricity, free energy for any device. So my mentor, academic Roman Snishko, who doesn't speak English language, he has discovered the energy that we use to operate this machine, body-mind machine. We are the ones who download information on our mind, and we are the ones who use this body-mind to operate it adequately or not adequately. So there are no questions, I guess. Okay, so because there are no questions, I'm gonna wrap it up quickly. And once again, see you next Friday. And hopefully I'm not gonna have any internal errors because I have updated my computer. It should be fine now. Prepare your questions next Friday, 9 o'clock Eastern Time. Lots of love to you. Anna Deeter. See you next time. Bye-bye.